Hello, it's me, Torrin Atkinson, from the darkest of the hillside thickets. This is a live stream. Yes, it's live with me. And why am I doing a live stream? It's a great question. I'm doing a live stream for a number of items, and let's see if I can. Let's see if I can. I want to show an entire screen. Yes, yes. Look at me. Can I move? Can I move my face? No, I can't move. My face is stuck in the bottom right-hand corner. That's fine. Um, There's okay, I can do that. That's fine. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to can I share this? How do I share this? Share. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Great. James, yes, a live stream. It's never happened before. It's the first one. It's unscripted and unplanned. But here we are. Yeah, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Welcome, James and Troca the Nero to the chat. And it's going to be a short, informal chat. And I'm going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I want to go. First thing I want to do is I want to tell everybody about our Discord. Here's our Discord, the darkest of the hillside thickets Discord. And what I'm going to do is, I don't know where I should put this. Let's put this in general. I'm just going to throw the link to this chat in general. And then I'm going to invite to server. I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to drop that in the chat right here, right now. And there we go. Look at that. And then I'm going to do another thing. Feel free to ask questions. If anyone has questions in the chat, welcome, Assassin Gamer. I'm also going to go to I'm going. So you've seen the Thickets Discord, and by all means, come and join us. And then I also want to put this in. I have my own Discord for my artwork, which is called Torrance Art Hole. And I'm just going to share this because normally I'm going to do a little bit of drawing. And normally I do my drawings and share them in my art hole. So where is my live streams? I'm going to put it right. I'm going to put it right there. Publishing. Yes, confirmed. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. And then I'm going to also share with Alan, because why not? Alan, where are you? I told Alan I would share the link, and I'm a nerd of my word. So there we go. There we go. Bang. Bingo, bango, bongo. Yeah. So apart from that, what else do I want to show you? I want to show you this amazing. We're having a show this year. Now, do I have any water? Oh my God, look at me. Here's my Cthulhu mug, everybody. Hope you can see that. We have a rock and roll show. We haven't had a rock and roll show since last summer. And so this next show will be Friday, September 25th. Oh my God, I got something in my eye. In Kamloops, British Columbia. Raise your hands if you've been to Kamloops. I've lost my window. I guess I can close this now. Come back to me. I lost my window. Okay. Where is my window? There it is. Okay, thank you. Is it this Alan you're referring to? I don't know. Alan Newell. Yes, there you are. Yes, that's the Alan. We're talking about you behind your back, Alan. This rock and roll show is happening in Kamloops at the Thompson Rivers University. It's a 3-day nerd convention, so there's going to be lots of games. And we are playing on the Friday night, which is the Friday the 25th. And we'll be playing with special guest Teos, also from Chilliwack, British Columbia. As you may know, the darkest of the hillside thickets are from Chilliwack and Abbotsford, BC. And now, later, Vancouver. So we'll be playing a rock and roll show, and if you want to, we're making our set list. So if there's any songs you want to, if you're planning on coming, don't request songs and don't come. Come and feel free to request a song. Yeah. So I don't know what else I can tell you about the show. It's gonna be we had a meeting last weekend with the organizers and the sound guy, and actually, this might be a little interesting to you. So if I go to Thompson Rivers University. top. There it is. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for Thompson. What is it called? Campus Activity Center. There we are. TRU Campus Activity Center. Maybe I'll. There it is. The rotunda. So we're playing in this rotunda. Let me put this on my screen as well. So it's this fun space here. So we'll be playing at the bottom, and all the audience will be looking down on us, as you should. There's another view. I'm sorry the images are so small. None of these views are the last one. I think that they changed it. Last time I was here, they had a view. This image was a view from the bottom looking up at the stairs, and that's what I was going to share with you. But now it's gone. So that's annoying. Okay. But anyway, it'll be an interesting show and an interesting venue. And we'll be running some Spaceship Zero role-playing game, which is the game that Warren and I primarily were the authors of and illustrators as well. And we also we'll also be, I do have it. I have it right here. This is the Molassacre. Let me see if hopefully you can see this. Let me, there we go. I'm holding it up to my screen. The Molassacre, or not my webcam. The Molassacre Great Molasses Disaster, not officially licensed card game by, I forget the lad's name. Molassacre Escape the Flood. It doesn't really have any information on this box. So maybe that's some feedback I can give it. Like, how many players? How long does the game take? We don't know. I haven't actually played it yet, but I'll run it before the convention, and then we'll bring. He sent us 4 games, not 4 boxes of games, but 4 of these, and we'll bring them and give them out, throw them out. We'll throw them out into the mosh pit. So come and make sure there's a mosh pit. Who else is fan of Vaporwave? You guys got any song ideas about Glacky and his zombie minions? There's an idea. Glacky. What rhymes with Glacky? Fudomaki, which is a delicious Japanese type of sushi. I've never stepped outside the continent of Europe, says Troco De Niro. Well, maybe 2026 is the time. 6 intruders here. Welcome. Fan of Vaporwave also wants to know any song ideas about the insects of Shigai. Well, we mentioned the insects of Shigai in our song, Please God No. What was the line? The line was, cross my heart and hope to die. Stick an insect of Shigai. I think was the line. Where we have fun. Sugar's hot today, Silver. Yes, indeed. It's actually, the weather in Vancouver is actually nice today. It was raining. It was gross outside is the word. I like to use the word gross when the weather is not nice. So we have that. And then what I would like to do, if I can make it happen, is bring some new merch. We are working on some new songs. There's gonna be stay tuned to this space and come to Facebook and all the other social medias that we have. Because I was interviewed for edhrec.com, which is a Magic the Gathering website. Because, well, I don't want spoilers, but stay tuned to this space for some interesting Magic the Gathering news that ties in with the Thickets. And what else? We're working on some. I think it's pretty much done. I think I can share it with you. Let me see. What am I trying to say here? Spaceship Zero miniatures. Let me see if I put it in the right folder. Hydronaut. So here is some of my designs for the Hydronaut. Can I scroll through? No, for some reason I can't. Yes, here's one. Here's the digital image for some Hydronaut miniatures. So hopefully we'll have some Hydronaut miniatures for CamCon this year. It's been a long and slow process. They are being developed by Interloper Miniatures, which you can Google that. And this is the only I know there are other ones, but this is the only one I have handy. So this is the Hydronaut Captain. That's why he's got a cape and an eye patch. And this what we're looking at here is the Hydronaut Hybrid. This is the drawing for the Hydronaut Captain. And then there's one for a soldier here, just like your average Hydronaut soldier. So those will be available as digital STL files that you can. If you have a 3D printer at home, you can. By God, you can print out your own Hydronauts. So that's going to be fun. Adam says the insects of Shaggy. Yes, Troca. I don't have the money to go to Canada, unfortunately, but I hope people capture footage of the show. That is a distinct possibility. We will have a photographer, I believe. I'm not sure if we will do a videography. We did a video of our last show in Chilliwack at the hockey rink. Got some the thing that speaking of insect of Shagai, got something in my eye. And I believe I put that on our YouTube channel. That would have been last summer. Friendster, Six Intruder. Yes, check out our Friendster account. I wonder what's going on with Friendster these days. Is it still extant? Is it still a thing? BWFVID says, been a fan since the mid-90s. I have a videotape that has Worship Me Like a God that has the nice and slow lyrics on it. That is old. That is old. Congrats. You are a true fan. You are a true fan, TM. Fan of Vaporwave. You know, some people say the Cthulhu mythos is real and Lovecraft was just a psychic prophet. If that were true, what do you think of Lovecraft? Are you describing a lol cow like Chris Chan would be like? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, cool. The Ruckersville Horror. All right. This is over my head. But what I wanted to do today, the reason I'm here, the reason I thought maybe I should, because normally I do a live stream, my 20-minute monster live streams on Sunday. Not normally, but sometimes. And I live stream them on my personal YouTube channel. So if you like art and monsters, come and check that out. And the Thickets has a Patreon, and I have a Patreon. So whatever you like, if you got $1 and you want to support the band, then you can send $1 to us. A little as $1 per month. And that's actually going to help us to pay for our rehearsal space, and we can write some more songs and release some new albums. Oh, and the other thing we were going to do, we're talking about on our Facebook, on the Thickets Facebook, we were talking about releasing a vinyl record or possibly 2 vinyl records. We got vinyl when we recorded back in 2017 when we recorded the Dukes of Alhazred. We mixed and mastered them for online and CD, but we also did one for vinyl pressing. So maybe in the future we'll do a vinyl pressing, and so we'll get these vinyl mixes done. So we did. But the thing about vinyl is you're only supposed to have like 20 minutes per side for optimum vinyl audio quality. You can have more. It just means the quality is reduced if you have more time on a record. So when we recorded the album, it was too long. It was more than 40 minutes total. You're welcome, by the way. And so we decided we would take the 2 songs that weren't recorded specifically for that album. Well, let me put that another way. Shoggoth's Away and Kill the Chupacabra appeared on previous releases. So we said, we'll just not include them in the mix. And then as we're revisiting this now, we're like, oh, but people want to have the full album on vinyl. So we're thinking about, well, maybe we'll release a second disc with those 2 songs. We'll have to pay to get them mixed and everything and mastered for the vinyl. And we'll also, maybe we'll do some reimaginings of old classics like, I don't know, 1,000 Fists or something. And Going Down to Dunwich, new recordings, and also some new songs that we're working on as well. So supporting us on Patreon will help us do that. So just go to Patreon and type in Patreon, The Darkest of Hillside Thickets in Google, and it will take you there. But now, The reason I came here. Let's make this black. Let's have some fun, guys. I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna make it black. The idea, no, that's too dark. All right, let's make it a nice charcoal gray. Okay. The reason I thought this would be a fun thing to do is because I've had this idea for a while to make a new Thickets shirt. So let's enjoy some process. The idea was the darkest of the, let's imagine this is a shirt. Here's a shirt. It's already gone horribly wrong. The darkest of the hillside thickets. Right? Right? It's just the band name. All it is the band name. But there's a twist. What's the twist? What is the twist? Let me fix my shittiness here. So the twist would be, what if each word of the band was a different font that harkens back to ye old days of, I don't know, our influences, I guess. So, for example, one of them could be the Iron Maiden font. One of them could be the Black Sabbath font. One of them could be, I don't know, I'm already running out of ideas. Def Leppard. Maybe Misfits? How do you spell leopard? Misfits? That's only 4. There's 5 lines. Unless I do the darkest on one line. If you have an idea. So I don't want to. So what we'll do, I'm missing everything in the chat. So let me come back to you. Mr. Nobody, thank you so much for all the awesome years of fun. Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for, every artist and performer says if it wasn't for the audience, they wouldn't do the things they do. And that's true. That's true. Part of our philosophy has always been, we started a band because it's fun. We're making these songs because they're fun. We're doing it for us. It brings us enjoyment. And the fact that we have an audience is an added bonus. But I feel like, to be fair, if people aren't buying our stuff and coming to our shows and, all that stuff and appreciating us and interacting with us now, probably we would have petered out a long time ago. So thanks for that. Thanks to you. Adam says he never really liked the dog, and when it came to the fog, he had an excuse. Now the insects are loose. The music of Eric Zahn is a perfect song. Thank you, Mr. Nobody. Fan of Vaporwave. I love the cover art of the Dukes of El Hazred. The General Lee card, the Cultist Panicking, the Eyeball Octopus Snail. Yeah, and actually, I think somewhere on this YouTube channel we put the what do you call it? The process videos of Chris Woods painting that artwork in oil paint. So if you type that into the search bar on this on this webpage, on this YouTube channel, hopefully you can find that. Color Me Green. Good suggestion. Fan of Vaporwave. Is that eyeball octopus snail an actual creature from the Cthulhu mythos? No. If not, would you be willing to name and stat it for Call of Cthulhu Delta Green? That's a good idea, actually. Ooh, we should do a contest or something. Stat this monster. That's a really fun idea. Thank you for that. I'm gonna try to remember it. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments in this video, and it'll be written down. Median, Mr. Nobody, Median. I don't know what the word is. I know what Misfits, and I know what Sabbath. Maiden. Okay, it's just a misspelling of Maiden. Okay, so let's do Iron Maiden first. Iron Maiden logo. By the way, has anyone watched? There it is. 28 years later, the Bone Temple, because if you're an Iron Maiden fan, you might enjoy that movie for reasons. No spoilers, but I really enjoyed it. I liked it. It might be my favorite of all of the 28 X's later, 28 years, weeks, months, days. They didn't do a month. Okay, so Black Sabbath logo. Black Sabbath logo. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. It's like, it's Black Sabbath. Is that the actual logo? I think it is. I feel like this is just like regular, I don't know what font you would call it. Impact font that's like they laid it on a floppy flag or something. So there's that one. What else did we say? Def Leppard. And then the next question is which line, which word has which font / logo to go with it? What was I doing? I got them down here. Def Leppard logo. So we're not finishing this today. But I just wanted to get it started. Copy image, paste image. Is that the, yeah? Some of these things, like, I don't remember them being exactly this way. I guess they might have changed over the years, but what is the Def Leppard album? What's the one that was the one? Hysteria, right? It's got to be Hysteria. Yeah, there it is. There's the album cover. Yeah, this logo matches that album cover. So, okay. And then Misfits logo. And then I'm just stymied for the other words. Hopefully people have been putting something in the chat. Right? Okay. So with this in mind, that's fun. Let me get rid of all these layers down here. So this is kind of like what I do when I do my live streams on my own personal Tornak channel, except it's not writing, it's drawing monsters. So come and visit me there. What I was going to do is, let's make this red, and I'm going to get a red. And then what do we got for T's? Here's a T. Here's a T. What do we got for H? We got H's all over the place. No, only on Sabbath. We got E. We're going to have E's. Look at those E's. Beautiful E's. And D's? Do we have any D's? Iron Maiden. Okay, so the is probably going to be Sabbath, I could think. As I misspell Sabbath. Darkest maybe will be Iron Maiden. Or maybe Def Leppard. Yeah, maybe Def Leppard. Because we got D, we got A, we got R, no S, no T, and E. So yeah, I feel like that's going to be Def Leppard. This Van Halen doesn't really have like a text logo. They have like a VH logo. Metallica. Oh, thank you, Six Intruder. Yes, Metallica logo. That's the stuff. I'm glad you came. All right. Images. There we go. Although it's pretty, I mean, we can do it. I think we can do it. I want to find one that's like, see, looking at Ride the Lightning, that's going to be too much. But we could do something like that. Right? Let me grab that. Conceivably. And of course, there will be no AI. This will be, I mean, there's probably like fonts that closely match these on like font websites like DaFont, which is my favorite font website. But I also don't want to like use other people's hard work for my shirts, which we will, we'll probably make like over the course of like 10 years, we might make like $50 if we're doing this through Threadless, because they only give like $2 per shirt ordered to the band. But it's nice that platform is available for you guys in the States, especially, and because we don't really print our own merch and we don't really have live shows anymore. We're not a touring band, let me put it that way, because we do have a live show and it's in September, so come to that. Okay, so yes, thank you. Who suggested that? Who was it? Six Intruder. Yes, thank you. One of them needs to be the Maiden font. Yes. Let's see. Let's see what of the. I feel like, I mean, if we're doing Metallica, it's got to have like. I think it's got to be Thickets. Do we do that? I mean, that might work. It might work. Let's tentatively say that Thickets will be Metallica, and that leaves Misfits and Def Leppard. So Misfits, let's see, of the nothing is in there except for the T. Hillside, we got an I and an S. So that could be Misfits. And that would leave Iron Maiden. But Iron Maiden is such a distinctive, maybe oh gosh. I can't make up my mind. I mean, I can try it and see how it looks. And if I need to change something, I can change something. Because we have like March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We got 7 months. 6 or 7 months before the show. So we got a while before these will get printed. I'm not 100% sure if these are the ones that we will actually physically print and bring to the show, or if I'll do something different for that, maybe something more interesting and graphical, or hand-drawn than this. So that leaves, so with Sabbath, so maybe that leaves Iron Maiden with of the, which seems like Iron Maiden got ripped off with only like 5 letters. So maybe the, okay, here's what's going to happen. Maybe the is Metallica. I don't know. The. But then, no, I don't know. Maybe Darkest has to be Metallica. Maybe we do Darkest Metallica. So then, if we did Darkest Metallica, what is Def Leppard going to be? Thickets? Maybe we just swap those two? Let's make that Metallica. Okay. So Sabbath, Metallica, Maiden, Misfits, and Leopard. I know what a leopard is, but I also know it's not spelled that way. And I know what deaf is, and I know it's also not spelled that way. I wonder what the story is with there. So I'm going to merge all of these logo layers for now. And we'll just do a super, super, super rough version. And let me check the chat once more. I think Def Leppard D is the most iconic. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe I made a terrible mistake by switching those two. Black Sabbath has a K. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh my God, there's just too many options. I'm just going to start. I'm just going to do it. And if I want to change it, I can change it. So let's say Black Sabbath. We have a TH. I mean, Black Sabbath, if you don't know it's Black Sabbath, it might not read as Black Sabbath if it doesn't say Black Sabbath, the words, because it's kind of, yeah. Let me try. So let's just do it. This is going to be, and yes, I always stream this Flintstones music. This is going to be the. I'll just do it in black for now. And let me just choose. It's all going to be very sketchy. So let me choose my Rusty Nib 4. And I'm just going to, as I say, let's get rid of this actually. We know it's going to be on a black shirt. But actually, no, I do need it because, no, I don't need it. I don't. Right? We're just approximating here. This is just an exploration. People are going to say, are people going to say? Are people going to know? Here, let me. Right? So is that more or less the. No, maybe it kind of goes like that. Okay. Yes. That's kind of flaggy shaped. And then Something like that. So if we did, here's the, right? Oh, and see, look at that H. It's not exactly centered. The middle bar is not exactly centered. It's a little bit higher. This pen is terrible. Let's just go something straightforward. Right? Yes. Sorry. Undo. Don't be so sloppy. Don't be so sloppy, Torn. I mean, will it be it's going to have to be color, right? Can't get away. So in which case, I guess it would be purple, which would help, I think would help identify it as an homage to Black Sabbath. So do you think the E would be, the middle E would be shorter than the top and bottom E, the middle bar and the E, or do you think it would go all the way out? Maybe it would go all the way out. There's no hints of any other of that in any of the other letters. So here's we got that. And I don't think this live stream is going to go on for very long because I have to have a shower and go for a bike ride, and somebody's coming to buy some plants, some Monstera plants from Facebook Marketplace. So there's we're already like 20% done. That's not true at all. And then if we were doing Metallica, let me see, D-A-R-K-E-S-T. So K is the middle letter. So the D and the T. So K, and that's just straightforward. Nothing special about those. Although the A has a fun little, okay, we'll mimic that. K. And the E is, we can actually absolutely just copy that E. Darkest. I'm doing a crap job, but never mind. It's just, this is proof of concept is what this is. Darkest. And so the T will be, I'm not sure how to do a T like this. The T, I guess it has to be, right? Something like that. Because this line goes straight down, does it not? Pretty close to straight down. So then it doesn't work because it doesn't have two bottom things, but that's okay. I will make it legal. All right. Guys, it's dumb, but that's okay. Our whole band concept is dumb. It's fine. Okay. And again, I guess, is that it? Is that the T? It looks like nonsense, but that's fine. Whatever. Okay, R goes over here. Oh my God, the fun we have. D-A-R-A. Oh, the A. Okay. Oh, but the A. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Might have to come back to that later. Right? Is that what the R would look like if there was an R in Metallica? Metallica? Okay, and then D. I don't know how I'm going to do that D either. My God. D. It's not going to be symmetrical, but we're not going to worry about that. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. And then, well, it's making me laugh already, so therefore it must be a good idea to make this shirt. There's things happening. I can see in my peripheral vision that things are happening in the chat. Do you think that K goes down like that? Flat on the bottom, like it is on the top one? Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay. Anyway, good enough for now. Good enough for now. Judas Priest. Oh my God, Alan. Where were you when I needed you? Judas Priest. logo. I mean, that's pretty great. I mean, come on. Maybe we do that on the bottom. Judas Priest. As we listen to some James Horner music from that classy camp Battle Beyond the Stars, right? Just getting rid of that. I mean, it's an option. The only problem is it's slanty, so that might not work. It was a good idea though. We'll keep it handy. Okay, so the darkest of the will be Iron Maiden. I can make all these. Don't need them to be completely opaque. But yeah, Priest is great. Priest is great. I've missed. What if you do Hillside with it? Oh, you mean Metallica? Yeah, I mean that's an option. I'm doing all of my words on the layer, but then the thingies. I don't know what you call them. The wings, let's say. The wings of the logo will be more at the bottom, which I'm not saying it's wrong, but it might be wrong. Okay. Anyway, let's do Misfits in the middle. Even though there's no, so let me see, so probably the T will be in the middle. Let's see how that goes. How long have we been streaming for? It doesn't tell you. I normally stream with my OBS program, and that has all my settings and the places where I want them, and it tells me how long I've been streaming for, but I don't see that. Oh, there it is, 36 minutes. Okay. And then the question is, do I do, because Misfits, the M is bigger, so do we do of, right? Do we do that? The Misfit style? So let me see if I can approximate. I feel like I do need the sketchy. Give me the sketchy one. Right? And then I guess we just have to make up the, I really should have done that in a different layer, but oh well. Something misfitty. Looks like all of them have that, like here and here and here. They all end in like a little nipple on the bottom left side of the, whenever there's something going down, except for the M. Okay, that's interesting. And the E, we have the F to use as a guide. But the also has, there we go. And we have the F. So this could work. But then the O, what does the O look like for Misfits? That's a problem. I think we just, this is, you wear this t-shirt and it's a fun game you can play, right? Somebody sees a shirt and says, oh, I know what those 3 fonts are from, but what's that one? It's like you have to have a fun guessing game. So the darkest of the Hillside will be Iron Maiden, or I feel like I should have done Def Leppard for darkest, and maybe we just don't do Metallica, but that's okay. We'll keep going. This is rough proof number 1. So Hillside will be, what did I say Hillside would be? No, it has to be Iron Maiden. All right. So Hillside, again, basically, probably S will be here. Hillside. I'm just going to make a very rough guide. Something like that. Right? Because that center line is going to be basically there, right? Should do it in a different color. I think, maybe. You know what I can actually do? You know, Photoshop has a function for this. So maybe that is the center line. Okay, cool. So then, yeah. S, is there an S in Iron Maiden? No. This is gonna be the challenging one, I think. Iron Maiden. Okay, let me go back to my H hill side D E, something like that. So now go back to black. There is no H, but there is an N, which is kind of like an H. Hill. And do I make the... No, I don't think... I mean, I could... Well, sure, let's do it. See what it looks like. Hill. There is an I, and it's just standard. There's no L. But I think we can... I don't know. Are the L's going to be normal? Normal L's? H-I-L-L. Womp, 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 womp. This is, I believe... What is this? What music is this? Is it Johnny Quest? Bum, 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 bum. No, it's Mazinger Z from Michiaka Watanabe. Which Sabbath album is this text from? Six Intruder says. It's just a Black Sabbath logo. If you see anyone with a Black Sabbath t-shirt, chances are it's just going to say Black Sabbath with that exact logo. So S, I feel like S is going to be something interesting. We don't want to make it the Nazi S, because we're already dangerously close. Iron. Oh my God. S. There's no S in Iron Maiden, and it's confusing me. S. It's already looking too much like a swastika. I don't like it. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we can have that there and that there. And that's a little better. I don't know. Is it? Is it better? There's enough Nazi shit out there already without us adding to it. I don't know how to do an S for Iron Maiden. So that's a problem. Hillside. No. So that's a weak spot. But maybe we can come back to that too. And the I, we already know what the I looks like. The D, we do have a D. Hillside. D. And then something like that. So we have the D. That's good. And we have an E. God, these letters are weird. Something like that. Oh, God, I'm bad at this. I mean, I could just move that D over there and trace it, but it's not that kind of a live stream where we're trying to do a good job. It's okay, so E. Okay. Right? Hillside. Like, I feel like the R has a thing going down. The N has a thing going down. We got that on the H, which is good. I feel like there needs to be more things going down, but I don't know how to do that. I could do it in the eyes, but that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have that opportunity. So maybe Hillside has to be something else too. I don't know. But we'll keep it the way it is for now. Ba, ba, ba. What else is happening? Fan of Vaporwave. Tartar Sauce, just listing song name ideas. We have a whole, so if you go to our Discord, we have a whole thread. We have a whole channel called Song Ideas We Will Steal. So if you want us to steal your song idea, it could be a title, it could be a theme. Just go to our Discord and type all these things in. And Torrin, maybe search for Up the Irons. Up the Irons. Okay. Images. Oh, look at you. Snap. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This is helpful. Let's do it. Look at you, people. I'm so glad I live streamed this and didn't try to do it by myself. You know, we're stronger as a group, everybody. Okay, so yes. So there's the S. And what else? The H. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, this is helpful. Thank you. Does a thing. Let's make this green because green is the color of my God. So H has a little. Okay, so we did the H wrong. Friendly neighborhood spider guy. All right. It's got a little thing coming out there. Hey, what do the Spider-Man? Hill. Well, there's no L's, but we got the S. And yes, let's go ahead and just. No, that's the wrong layer. This layer. Let me just. I'm in the wrong layer. No, I'm in the right layer. But I need my brush to be wider. And then let's just move this over here. Because I'm tired of futzing around. There's not enough space now. Move that. Grab that. More Spider-Man music. All right, so thank you for that. And the E, yeah, that's all fine. Okay, so now we have Hillside. Last one, and then I'm just going to do the rough version. Thank you for that. Who was that? I want to give you credit. Where is it? I lost my window. Search Up the Irons. 6 Intruder. Thank you. 6 Intruder. You're MVP today. Kaylee says, thanks for the music. Got recommended Nyarlathotep after my wife drew him in the background of a panorama for my DM screen. And we fell in love with Dukes and Shadow out of Tim immediately. Wonderful. Watching live streams are the highlight of my day. Thanks, Booley. The Strange Case of Torn Text Award. We should do a strange case of something. That'd be a good song title. We're all about, quite often we come up with a song title and then write a song around it. That's kind of our modus operandi. Okay, so the last one is going to be Thickets, and that is going to be, it's got to be Def Leppard, right? It's got to be. Okay, so Thickets, Thickets. And we're going to make the K, and then it's going to have to be taller. Thickets. And what do we have? We have an L. Thickets, and none of the other letters. Oh, I'm going to E. All right. So, oh God, this is so dumb. Thick. So let's do the K. Like the K is going to be easier. K. K would look kind of like, here, let me adjust the opacity of that, and let's actually put that on top. Let me get rid of the Metallica for now, and let's put the Def Leppard above. Okay, so what was I doing? K is similar to the R, I guess. K. K. Da, 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 da. Or do we do the K like that? I don't know. Don't know. This is a tough one. K. K? K. Thickets. We got an E. We do the E next to the K. That works. So maybe we don't. Maybe don't have the on the bottom there, right? Cats. Thickets. There's no T, right? No, there's no T. But this is my crazy idea. T. Don't really have anything like a T. I guess an F is the closest to a T. So maybe a T would have to be like this thing's coming down. And then another E. This doesn't work. Everybody. No, it's not another E. It's an S. Thickets. Why did I think it was a S? There's no S. I guess it's something like that we have to do. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that, I guess. I'm guessing. Does anyone know? God, I've forgotten your lightning bolt S. Yes. Six Intruder. Do you know of any Def Leppard albums that have the same font with an S? And then a C. I feel like a C would be something like that, right? Whoa. I think something like that. I feel like that's on model and on theme. Let me scooch it over a bit. And then I would just be maybe one of those. H. Another thing we don't have. We have an R though, and a P. So we know. So all the cross lines. Here's the thing: if we put the cross lines like the E, if this is the here, let me do it with the guide. There's the. It's like in the. Well, depends. This is weird. This is weird. It's a weird logo. Troviapak 3074. I've been listening to you guys for 12 years. I first found her music when I lived in Texas back then, and now I live in Vancouver. Been listening all this time. I know the albums by heart. Well, that's amazing. If I forget on stage, come to the show and you can jump up and finish the song for me. Booley, an idea for the Metallica one. Do the H and E at an angle. A hillside. Okay, I got what you're saying. And down, so the left side of the H and the bottom prong of the E. Yes. Yes. I'll just make a note. Metallica. In which case we would swap these two, maybe. Just a suggestion since you mentioned it. Lightning bolt S, the one of those slightly dodging lightning bolt S's. Yeah. Wouldn't the C be kind of like the E, but without the middle bit? Oh. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah, that's fine. That works. What are you, some kind of a graphical designer? Let me just scooch that over as well. All right, so H. Will there ever be a European tour? We had to get maybe we had to get a backup drummer for our upcoming show. See, H, so that thing will be here. Because our drummer, Byron, will be on tour with his other band, Dead Bob, in Europe at that time. So I've been to Europe. I was in Europe last year for the first time. I like it. I like Europe. Maybe that goes here, right? Does that go there? Does that go like that? So I'd like to come back. And then T. Here's the top of the T. Maybe does the T go down like that as well? Oh, we already got a T. I already did a T. There's 2 T's in this word. Okay, so I'll just grab that. It's weird. I can't say I like this. V. And then we can put that. And what we're listening to now is Saul Hoopy. But we can, yeah, that might not work. That looks kind of goofy. But maybe that's fine. Maybe it's fine for it to look goofy. All right, so, I mean, it's fine. So this is the vague idea, right? So if this was on, here I can get rid of that layer and get rid of this. So if this was on a shirt, a black shirt, what would the color of, here, let me get my things back. Where are they? Let's do, here's the purple. We'll do an underlayer. We'll make the blue the underlayer. So again, this is going to be super rough. Let's increase the opacity 100%. So it's the, and then we decided the darkest was the Metallica, which I guess is going to be, why are you, oh, it's because of that. Black with a white outline. Okay. All right. So maybe here's what we'll do. We'll change that to white and see if I can, if I do that, it changes everything white. So let me put this on its own layer. Boop, 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 yep, ba-da. And then now I can do it there. And maybe there'd be some blue behind it. I don't know. We're just thinking out loud. Of the is going to be similar, which is annoying because now that's something I hadn't considered. Of the, and then Hillside is going to be Iron Maiden. So that's also going to have, where's my, no, this is the one I want. Hillside. X, Control V. Make that, nope, I missed. There we go. And then the underbelly of that is going to be red. I'll just grab that red and fill that in. Hillside. Right? Ever so quickly. Hillside. And then this one has the most color variance in it. Let's get rid of Metallica now. And the outline of this is actually red, not white. So let's fix that. I'm grabbing things from the other layer, but that's fine. Red, same red, I guess. I feel like this is not going to be, I mean, this is, if I'm printing this, then then it's gonna be like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. So that makes it more expensive. And then let's get that white back, and we'll just okay. And then we'll just, this is where that goes, right? More or less. Anyway, so this is the crazy wacky idea I had. And then the shirt is black, like true black. It would look something like that. Maybe there's like, put some blue behind here. Is that working? No, it's not working because I locked the layer. I don't know. Just an idea. And some electric. Well, sure, some electricity. Why not? Ride the lightning. I mean, is this a good idea for a shirt? I feel like it is. Is this the best application? Maybe. Maybe not. I like it though. It's a proof of concept, right? All right. Well, thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks for contributing. Thanks for listening to the music, and I hope to see you guys at the show in September. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Sabbath really works for the. Metallica works perfect for Darkest. Okay, well, that's good. Rare enough here on the East Coast. Lucky to have seen them at the Necronomicon 1. Yes, was that the one where the power failed halfway through the show for we had drums and we had one guitar and we had vocals and everything else went out like halfway through the show. But did we quit? Did we say this sucks? No, we persevered and we kept playing. Fan of Vaporwave. When you think about it, Cthulhu didn't have an easy childhood. True. Was he even born in the vacuum of space? Infant body falling through the burning edge of the atmosphere into the radioactive swamp world of Vurl, having to brave alien diseases, parasites, radiation, and mutant alien swamp monsters. Well, there's the Ballad of Cthulhu right there. That's its own saga. Get stuck in the basement of a summer home relay out when it floods and falls into a coma. Veronica Milva, thank you. I love your stuff. Need some help with design. Worked as a graphic designer. Could polish it up. I mean, I'm not going to say no. But let's talk. Let's talk. Six Intruder says, I think it looks super cool. Okay, great. Well, yeah, that's all I have time for today. I gotta go. But thanks for do the liking, do the subscribing, share with your friends, all the things, social media, Patreon, yada yada yada. And maybe Weron Kamilva and I will have this cleaned up and ready for to be on your chest at some point in the near future. Feel free to reach out. Thanks for joining, Alan. Something a little bit different today. So I will end the stream. I will say aye and goodbye. Ja, Cthulhu Vertagen. And I will see you next time on the internet.